Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is that Karmelo Anthony has been on a rampage recently. He's been on a rampage on actually buying stuff with legal funds, and that may actually be an issue. Now, this kind of like ties in a little bit into something else as well. So you have that as here, but we're gonna go be over a few things, and it it may shock you, it may not shock you. This is also going to further hurt the people that when there was a house being bought, that they're saying that no, that didn't happen. Well, there is a lot of evidence being so. Now, whether they bought the Cadillac or not is somewhat into question, but I'm also going to bring up the article as well on how that is potentially also true. So there hasn't been debunks about this. It's just racist, black racist, honestly, trying to say the narrative without it being actually true. So what we have here from Bumba Dumb says, update on Karmelo Anthony's family. Says they raised $500,000 in legal defense and moved to a mansion bought a Cadillac converter or Cadillac Escalade and got Karmelo some new kicks. So this is the property here. All right. So this is an $863,000 house in Texas, in Frisco, Texas. All right. Built in 2014. And this is where they are currently. So this is the house here, what have you. And then this is manifesting God's promises, all 2023. This is the car in question, the actual Escalade here. So that's what we have. So I don't know how truthful this is with new shoes, but again, those shoes could just be something that he had it already. So obviously, I'm not going to take that into question here. But again, we have this here. This is from Alkesh Sharma. I couldn't find the actual other tweet of this, but the saying is, meet Sands Deep and Monzas Moretti. They just rented their $825,000 home in Frisco, Texas to Karmelo Anthony and his family after he stabbed Austin Metcalf to death at a high school track meet. Now, obviously, these people are not necessarily at fault here for selling a house, so I'm not going to fault them. But this is just more evidence that this house was being sold to people around $825,000 to the $800,000 mark, right? So they probably may have got a deal, whatever. It doesn't matter. What have you is that they have this house now. They are currently living in this house. The stairs are pretty damn, if not identical here. So I don't know about you. So we have here, we have this from Jack Posobiec, also going out and saying the Karmelo Anthony crowdfunded was clearly described as a legal fund. Using it to purchase a new house is fraud. People went to jail for this in the We Build the Wall case. So it says we have here, New Generation Action News saying the family of Karmelo Anthony has officially retained attorney Mike Howard as leader defense counsel. We thank attorney Bill Clark and Kim Cole for their earlier support, and we are now building a strong legal team to fight for justice, which I don't know how justice you have with this, considering that we have a lot of evidence saying that he did this, but I digress. So we have this here. The Karmelo Anthony's family retains attorney Mike Howard to lead legal defense. For the family of Karmelo Anthony has officially retained the services of attorney Mike Howard, a highly respected criminal defense lawyer with decades of experience across North Texas. So if people don't know, I will kind of update for you guys, is that they dropped the last legal defense team, and then they brought in another legal defense team. This is a new one that they're bringing apart. I don't know what necessarily happened. I think that what happened was they just ended up with the money that they quote-unquote got, which was a fundraiser, which would be these guys. But I digress. They're already the other defense attorneys that were already going with Karmelo Anthony has already left. So there you go. The family and their supporters wish to express sincere gratitude to attorneys Bill Clark and Kim Cole, who this is the first days following Karmelo's arrest, provided vital early legal support during an extremely traumatic time. So, yeah, that's what we have here. And it goes on to say here that continued sharing and giving the legal defense fund, your contributions are essential to helping the family build the strongest legal team possible, ensure that Karmelo's constitutional rights are fully protected, et cetera, et cetera. So we have this upcoming hearing is on Monday. We're going to see on how all this plays out, right? I don't think that this guy is going to be getting out. I think this guy's going to go straight to jail, and I think he deserves jail time, and it ain't great. So we have this here for Sean Fitzgerald, actual justice warrior, saying, it's crazy that all these people are still spreading lies about Metcalf bullying Karmelo Anthony, being on drugs, when Dominic Alexander, who is on Carmelo's defense team, has stated clearly that those are all fake posts and lies, almost as if it's about hating whites, not truth.
Here today from the Frisco Police Department is reassuring that the Frisco Police Department is doing everything that it can to address the racism and the bigotry. We have saw the police chief, a statement being sent out by the police chief that was false. We have saw a false autopsy report that was false. We have to caution the community to say, hey, we cannot trust everything that is online. The disinformation that is going online is hurting this case. And it has to stop. It has to stop, y'all. As we know it right now, Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony did not know each other. They did not know each other. Let's stop it. They were not.
And the thing is that nobody is saying that they knew each other. In fact, last time I checked, it was the black community, the black people that were saying that Austin Metcalf and the other people knew each other. No, we're not the ones saying this. Your side, though, your race hustlers, the racists, etc., the black racists, they're the ones that are saying this. So let's make that perfectly bloody clear here.
Not at a party together. Let's stop the lies regarding this situation. We also know that both Austin Metcalf, the twin brothers, were on the roster that day to be at that track meet. We also know that Karmelo Anthony was on the roster that day to be at that track meet.
Which we don't actually have full proof of that, considering the fact that he goes to another school. So it is odd why he would be at the school's track meet for that Pacific school's tent. It doesn't make sense. He goes to a completely different school. So I don't know what's going on here. I also say that he was looking to start trouble. So we have that as well.
We know they both arrived, all of them arrived to this facility via the transportation of Frisco ISD. The lies has to stop, y'all.
I agree the lies have to stop, but the lies have to stop with you because you guys are technically the ones that are spreading all the lies in the first place. And then we have this here from the New York Post saying, Karmelo Anthony living with family in $900K home in gated community, bought a new car after release on bond in Austin Metcalf murder case. Now, this is where we're going to get more evidence and proof that, that the house that they bought was actually there. And then on top of that, with the supposedly bought Escalade, right? Says the Texas accused of fatally stabbing a high school football star at a track meet allegedly lives in a $900K home with his family inside a luxurious gated community, despite requesting that a judge lower his $1 million bond because of financial difficulties, according to a report. So again, what we have here is that people are going to say people are going to see that like a lot of the numbers are fluctuating between 850K, 825K, 900K. It's weird because technically if you round it out between like 8.5 or whatever, anything around those lines, if it's between 5, you scale up. So obviously you're going to go and make it around 900K to make it flat even. So that's probably what they're doing is they're rounding it up. So if anybody knows a little bit about math, that's the case here. Again, I'm not good at math, but even I know that's kind of like what they're doing if you're seeing weird fluctuations of the actual pricing. So there. The home where rent is estimated to be $3.5K a month had a white Suburban black Acura and a third sedan in the driveway on Tuesday, according to the outlet. I never said the family had just bought a new ride. He got a new car, the resident told the outlet. If you look at the license plate, it's got a paper tag, and it says expires June 4th. Richwood is about a mile from Centennial High School, where Anthony went to school and ran track. Residents in the gated community were allegedly unaware the family was living at the home until Anthony was released Monday and have voiced concerns about having the accused killer in their exclusive neighborhood. Not good, not good. I don't think he should be out, an anonymous mother in the neighborhood told the Daily Mail. Says another neighbor also told the outlet that Anthony's family is not poor if they live in the gated community. They are not poor people, that's for sure, he said. The home has also been getting flooded with deliveries, allegedly for Anthony's family, with Amazon trucks being seen making multiple drop-offs at his home. And it goes on to say here that the best thing they could do is move, said another neighbor. I think that would be best for everyone. It's unclear how long Anthony and his family have lived at the home. Anthony had been locked in Collin County Jail and charged with first degree murder. Blah 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 blah. We know that. So yeah, and the people are not happy. The people are not happy that he's there. Now, granted, we don't know how long he's lived at the home, right? We don't know whether or not he purchased this house before or after. We don't know whether he purchased the vehicle before and after, all right? So we have that there. But again, we also have it to where the attorneys or what have you have told the judge that they bought a home, right? That they bought a home. So again, it's really weird on how we're going to go on with this and say like, oh, they didn't buy this, but there's a lot of evidence pointing that they had bought this and they weren't even aware that he lived there until fairly recently, until after the trial he was released. And people don't even want this kid in the neighborhood. They don't think that he should be let out. They're pretty outraged over it. So they do not like him being here, and it's not good, right? Of course, Karmelo has no prior criminal history, but he has prior fights at school. So be as it may, it ain't great. So yeah, we have this here. It's not looking too great. This is apparently the house. I'm not quite sure. That's apparently what it is. I don't think that's the house. What we have here is this is the house in question that they have, and this makes a lot of sense considering the fact that this staircase is also very, very similar. I mean, you're gonna be very, very hard pressed to find a house that's like this, and having the same thing here. So again, that's questionable, right? So again, it ain't good. It looks like he's buying a lot of stuff regardless. Even so, if he lived here, even so if he didn't live here, or he did live here, he's still buying a lot of things through Amazon and stuff like that with Amazon trucks or whatever. People are not liking it, and I'm just reporting you what people are saying, all right? So don't come at me. Just blame what this kid is doing with the money that he's received so far. All right, guys, that is it for the video. Let's guys share. As always, take care, my friends.